how does OfferPad buy houses? Not the
Same
hedge
thing.
fund.
Same thing. OfferPad's money is still being invested by investors, basically. They're coming in and buying it, and they're just turning money, basically, is what it is right now.
What do they do after they buy all these homes?
They're selling them. They're still moving.
Literally send crappy subcontractors in there to throw some paint
Lipstick on it. Yep.
and then they turn around and put it on the market for like 20, 30 grand more.
Yep. Where OfferPad makes their money, just so you know, and Zillow and these guys, now I will tell you, it's been, some of them have been making some interesting shifts. Some of them have been changing their business model. The way that like Opendoor and OfferPad used to make their money was they would, we're gonna go ahead and offer you $450, but like what Kara said, we're gonna hit you at 5%, you know, agent fees, we're gonna hit you at 6% convenience fee or 3% convenience fee, which is like, you know, we're doing you a favor by cashing you out. We're gonna let you stay when you want, and then they hit you, they'll go and do a home inspection. So by the time all said and done, you're getting like 10% off. They go in, they fix it, they put it back on the market. They've already recaptured their 5% for commissions. They're selling it themselves, so they're only offering 2.5%. They charge you 5%, so they're almost paying themselves 2.5% when they buy it. So for example, they're offering you $450. Your true net as a seller is like $420, maybe $415 after all their fees, but it looks like it closed at $450. So in easier terms, seller concessions, right? We're asking for 10% seller concessions back. And then they turn around, fix it up, put it back on the market. Now, even if they sold it at that same price, like, oh, they bought it for $450, they sold it for $450, they're still making 2 to 3%. Now, that may not sound like a lot. That might be 5, 10 grand after all expenses. But you do that at the volume that they do, that's still 10 grand, 10 grand, 5 grand, 10 grand, 10 grand. They're still making a few $1 million a month on the volume that they're doing. Their business model wouldn't work for a small time investor, but for those guys, it's the same thing. It's just keeping money moving. They got investors.
Still, those guys, they have investors backing all their purchases.
Absolutely, yep, paying cash for them. And it's not Zillow buying them. They have investors that come in and invest with Zillow, have everything basically in one.
Cash buyer.
Got it. And their cash buyer never touches the house, they just invest money. It's the same thing, like you can go to Zillow and say, hey, I'll give you $500K and I want a 5-10% return month over month on this investment. They're using your money, and then when they sell the house, they pay their shareholders basically dividends back is what it is.
What do they do after they buy all these homes?
They're selling them, they're still moving.
Literally send crappy subcontractors in there to throw some paint
Lipstick on it, yep.
and then they turn around and put it on the market for like 20, 30 grand more.
Yep.
That's the strongest argument we have against them is they are gonna buy your home and go make more money on it.
Right,
Yep.
but as a seller, I'm like, yeah, but they're gonna put
The seller
something
doesn't
on
care.
right now, and it's cash, and I don't have to do shit. I don't have to show my home.
It's a fair offer.
It's a convenience factor. But here's what I think we could do is we can go in and be like, we've made good connections with some of these people like Bruno. There's a couple other of them that we've done enough transactions.
We have plenty of
with.
people that we can connect with that'll pay cash. Like, so we have a
Right.
partnership with OfferPad right now, where if we bring them a property and they offer cash and they buy it, they'll still pay you guys a commission, just so you guys know. Here's the other side of the coin is in some cases, their offer very well may be better than anything we can bring them, and we may lose the deal, but that's what it takes to do the right thing. You know what I mean? There may be a situation where I have seen it, like hers, that Zillow offer that guy got. It was pretty damn high, wasn't it? What did it come in at?
Well, it's open door, and it's like 697. But
Ran
then
comps
they
on that
reduced
thing.
it back.
Ran comps on that thing all day. That house was like a 630, 640. So that's still a very fair offer. Super generous. You know what I mean?
But that was before they came in and did their inspection.
I'm surprised they even went that high, because most of them were capped out at 500K for a while. They weren't doing anything over 5. Now they're up 600, 700, which is kind of interesting to me. But I think education's, I guess the point of all this is, as we're going into these meetings with these clients, I wouldn't shy away from, have you guys had any conversations with Opendoor or OfferPad? Because here's the thing, if you make the assumption that you don't, like she went on that listing appointment with that guy, it wasn't even a conversation of did you, have you, like let's just put this thing up for sale.
I didn't even ask it.
But yeah,
Like,
but
have you gotten an email?
if you ask that offer, have you spoken to any of these guys? Have they shot you any offers? Yeah, I actually got, oh, could I see it? And then now that's your opportunity to just have an open conversation with them about it, educate them as well. The biggest key piece that I think they do right is they'll shoot a price out there, but they won't, they often don't clearly define what the true net is for the buyer, right? That's where buyers get sucked in.
After the inspection, that's
Yeah.
when they shoot them their actual net price.
So that's where you have an opportunity to just get the white elephant out of the room. Let's have a conversation about it. Let's lay out all your options. So you guys have been with me in a listing appointment. What do I do with my clients?
Ask them what's most important.
What else?
Why do you want to sell?
Yeah, I offer them like a
It
menu.
even makes sense to sell.
Yep. Yeah, just I offer them a menu basically. Like, what's the situation? Like, Amy, how did that first listing appointment go when you and I went for your first? What was the situation in that? Yeah, right. But that was a situation where we walked in. Hey, I think we just need to do cash for you. It may not make sense to go on the market for you. And the condition of your home and what it is, we can bring you a cash buyer. We can close when you want. We didn't even give him an option to go on market with it. We just gave him a menu. We can go on market, but this right here is going to make the most sense for you. And we wholesaled that one. And it worked out flawless. He still got great money, closed when he wanted to, got him into a new home, closed on the same day. Had we tried to go on the market with that guy, like that's a house where OfferPad would have probably made great sense for him. Luckily, we had an opportunity to be that OfferPad. We had an investor, but that's a situation where they would have bought that. His house was shit. They would have cleaned it out, painted it, slapped some lipstick, and sold it and made some money on that.